What's up, everybody? Got about 2 stocks on the watch list right now that look really good for an opening play here. Versus Goose in the second, Sogo. Sogo's been struggling with this 14, and then looks like yesterday's previous high was 14.10. So I'm thinking if it breaks out of 14 here, depending on how much volume and what the spread looks like, could be pretty good. But Goose is just grinding higher, and it's been struggling with this area. So this is exactly the kind of setup that is like my A+ setup. This is the best setup that I can trade. So if it gets up to the pre-market high, pulls back a little bit, makes a doji or something, then I definitely know that I'm gonna want to be in it. The market is open. Just pretty slow so far. Yeah, I definitely need to see volume come into this because the spread is really bad. Usually it takes just a break over the high or some kind of breakout or something for the volume to be coming in, so, and here it comes. Alright, so risk is about 50 cents maybe, but that's a 50-cent spread, so I might have to go somewhere around 70. I think I'm gonna go 300 shares here. Hopefully I get filled. I'll go 350. I need to see it at about $60. $58.60 is when I know I'm in trouble. Might get in here in a second. I'm in. Need to be careful here. If it wants to pull back on me super quick, I need to get out. Yeah, we're pretty slow here. We're not breaking out. Need to be careful about 59.50. That's the pre-market high. Yeah, I don't like it. All out, 59.40. If it wants to go again, this is what I need to do. Alright. If it wants to pop higher, it's going to be the same situation. Stop loss is going to be about 80.90 this time, so about 50 cents. And no, it's not good anymore. I'm all out. Alright, what else we got? Nothing's really looking that good right now. Adobe maybe? Opening range play would be alright. It's the volume though. Volume's just down already. Yeah, geez, same with FTI. IQ actually looks pretty good, but IQ's not on my watch list. If it can bounce here, I don't want to I don't want to take an opening range play this far away from the low. Well, there really is nothing going on right now. Right through 14. It's too bad it's not a set. It looks like Goose busted through 58. Probably definitely would have been a good short. I didn't really get a chance to see the price action down there. Just really don't like the volume on Adobe. Well, I really don't see anything right now, so I'm gonna turn it back on if I find something. Alright, I'm gonna be done for the day. It's Friday, it's a little early. I'm gonna call it. I'm really not seeing anything. What I do want to do is just do a run through of everything and what I see right now and why I'm leaving and why I'm not going to stick around. NXPI is the only stock right now that might end up doing anything. The SPY has been incredibly choppy for the first 30 minutes of the day. Looks like it wants to make a push for a new high or something. So maybe that's a good case for a long, but either way, we're still down almost a point. So NXPI with a little bit of consolidation here might end up being a good long at some point. I don't know, it's kind of a deep pullback here, I guess. Goose ended up being the only trade that I took on the day. Typical gap and go strategy. You can see it's kind of getting stuck around this 59.50 here. Thought as it made this red candle here, if we decided to make a push for the new high, it might end up making a push even higher. End up breaking through this pre-market resistance and then moved to all-time highs, but didn't get it. I started noticing that as soon as we got above this, it was already struggling to move any higher. There wasn't any significant volume coming in. It just kind of kept bouncing back, and as usual, you know, I tell myself as soon as it gets to that area, it's time to get out. So got out, pretty small loss compared to everything else, so definitely no big deal there. Looks like Sogo was another interesting pre-market player, but it just ended up not getting there. Really, it's just the same thing. It's just chopping anywhere and everywhere. I mean, the next daily resistance was at 1470, so if it wanted to consolidate here for a little bit, and you know, I could take it long over to that high, that might have been a decent trade, but instead it just came straight back down almost to test the low a day, and then now we're just kind of slowly grinding higher. Again, nothing really there for me. Next was CISN. This one was just pretty much dead from the beginning. I mean, just looking at it, see it's not tradable. Tiva, again, pretty much dead from the beginning. Just a straight shot right back to yesterday's close. Nothing there for me. Adobe came pretty close here. Had a very nice move down right at the open, kind of consolidate, you know, like ABCD pattern, take it short. Didn't like it because of the volume. I'm only getting like 50,000 shares every single second. And I mean, it was going with the market, but I just didn't like the volume. I just wasn't feeling it. Next daily support was also, I had 248 and 248.70, so this was 248. Yeah, pretty much definite fake out there. Even more reason not to take it. And then FTI, FTI is just in the middle of a bunch of stuff, really. You can see, come back here, we got this 3080 area, and that's where we're struggling with now, is to break underneath that 3080 area. I mean, it's getting better though, because we keep making a new low high each and every single time we start making a pop. So maybe later in the day it might end up dropping this, but even if it does, it's only got about 30 cents before we hit the next spot. So really nothing really worthwhile there either. And then we had IQ. IQ is making, again, it's just chopping everywhere. I wasn't on the watch list, but I decided to keep an eye on it anyway. It's too much whipsaw action. I mean, the market's pretty much doing the exact same thing, so not a prime day for my kind of trades, I guess. CLPS was kind of on the watch list, I guess. Again, it's one of these stocks that just kind of came out of nowhere, and this thing said it's up on like no news. It just is up. No idea why. Kind of an ABCD pattern again. I didn't like what was behind it, really. I mean, this is a stock where it's an area of edge that I just have no idea. Like, people read those the K2 forms or whatever they are, and I obviously didn't. So people know a lot more about what's going on around here than I do. So I'm just not an area where I have edge. So I'm gonna stay away from it. Then Bob was kind of in play again. It was just chopping everywhere. There's just no direction. There's nothing special about it. So I'm gonna end this video. I am gonna do a weekly recap later today. Go over all the trades that I took over the week. Definitely have enough to go over for a weekly video and re-go over all the trades that I took. It should definitely be a pretty good review. Definitely got a lot out of this week. It's a pretty green week. Kind of sucks I'm in red on Friday, but definitely no big deal. So I will be back later in the day. Thanks for watching.